Lex talked about how Reagan was sexting him and fawning over him because she was a fan and stuff. Yeah, she did. But that's not the point. He's still a pedophile because
Whew.
he
Like in 30
interacted with
seconds
her
in.
and was engaging with her.
So, if any of you are like me and you're a part of the zombies community, you like watching zombies, YouTubers, you definitely have heard and seen everything to nauseum about the stain that has been left on the zombies community these past few weeks. Well, also, out of the woodworks comes these creators, just absolute nobodies, making, videos about it, which isn't a bad thing. But Smokin' Joe's a little different. He has some pretty hot takes, and I just wanted to share them with you, give my own opinion on them. No hate or anything like that towards Smokin' Joe, but some pretty crazy takes. He made his account in March, and he already has two videos that well, one's broken 1.3K views. Probably gonna break 1.5. Uh, so we're gonna go in and get into it.
So I watched the Mr. T Lexify response video.
As a lot of people
Uh,
have.
I'm going to not do a script for this one. I feel like I gotta talk more personally about this one. Uh,
Already doing better than Noah J, who scripted his entire apology stream, possibly pre-recorded it, and then had crocodile tears the entire time, and tried to stop for like 5 minutes and was like, "Oh, my girlfriend, she's so nice, yada yada yada. I cheated on my wife." So yeah, already doing better than him.
Starting with the first thing, Lex talked about how Reagan was sexting him and fawning over him because she was a fan and stuff. Yeah, she did. But that's not the point. He's still a pedophile because
Whew.
he
Like in 30
interacted with
seconds
her
in.
and was engaging with her. He was still the adult in the situation. I want to start with that. He still sucks. He's still a bad person just because he got the short end of the stick at the end part. He's still a bad person. He still was a pedophile. Second,
Okay, so what makes you like not a pedophile after you were already a pedophile? Like, what do you have to do? Because you're saying he was a pedophile. If he's a pedophile or has previously done actions that make him a pedophile, then he's still a pedophile and will always be a pedophile. You're not just like not a pedophile after. Um, Another thing is the age gap was 15 and 17. He wasn't an adult. Like he was in high school still, little odd, but I mean, it's a sophomore dating a senior at the beginning of the school year, 15 and 17-year-old, that's basically what it is. The 2 year age gap, I don't know if that really makes him a pedophile. I don't think, or it definitely doesn't. That's a fucking very hot take, especially to drop in the first 30 fucking 2 seconds of the video or something like that. So we're going to continue watching, but that's just, in my opinion, that literally just like is a really bad take. I mean, shit, you see that in high school all the time. The weirdest is, the freshman dating the senior, but that's still like even in some people's minds okay. But a sophomore dating a senior is not that bad.
the my minoring thing is still fucking funny, even though it was fake. I didn't realize it till after. Unlucky me. Unlucky everyone who thought it was real. Hey, it's just how it goes. Uh, it is crazy that all this did happen. I want to give this small update video. I don't want to make it like a 33-minute long, 28-minute long thing like last time's was. Uh, I am making another video, not a drama video. This will be the last drama video I do make. I will stop with the situation. I understand that drama is stupid and dumb, but I do need to talk about this as it is something I do love. Was the zombies community is the zombies community. I think everyone sucks Noah J is a cheater, and he also is an associate of the Diddy Brigade, the Diddy Disciples, whatever you want to call them. Because he has Mini Lad at his DJing events, which is like, okay, I mean, like he might talk to kids that might come out soon. Who knows, man? Not saying he did, just saying it could. Like, who knows at this point? It could be anyone, but it is crazy because I mean, I knew him and his wife divorced. That was a bit not that big of a thing, but I was assuming. And I saw somewhere that it was because he cheated, but I thought it was like a one-off, one person guessing what he did. No, he cheated on her, I guess, a couple times, and I think that's the shittiest thing you can do that isn't breaking the law.
Okay, so to go to those 2 points, first of all, it's not been 100% uh, proven that he invited Mini Lad there. All we know is that Mini Lad was there and did hang around him for at least 10 minutes ish in the video. I mean, it's all online. You can go look at it. Uh, if he invited him there, that's definitely weird. And the fact that he definitely probably knew he was there and still decided to just let him hang around him while he's in his, like, doing his set is weird to me. If I knew somebody and what they had done in the past, I would not like just be okay with him just hanging out behind me, in my video, around me. It hasn't been 100% proven, but a way that it could be, somebody needs to come out, one of his friends, and text messages, even words, really, at this point, when you've already had an allegation and then you have a collaborator. I think that's what you call it. Collaborator? I don't fucking know. But anyway, you have somebody that is close to Noah J that also says, yeah, like, he invited Minnie, would definitely set the record straight on it. Now, he's not breaking the law by inviting him. It's just definitely really fucking weird. And then to the second point, yes, like, that was apparently why they divorced. And Noah J only claimed that they emotionally, that he emotionally cheated on her, which I don't buy for a fucking second. He literally was talking about how him and her were talking about their previous relationships, and he definitely had sex with her. Again, not proven, but he definitely did. And then on top of that, I just want to add, I feel like the reason that Lex did what he did was because he was sick of his friends, like, he knew after all of this came out that they would be doing this shit and not talking about it, not taking his side, and even talking against him for PR, for monetary gain, basically, or to keep followers and stuff like that. Because who wants to come out and say, oh no, Lex didn't do that shit? Like, he is absolutely not doing that shit. Nobody. That's a great way to lose sponsors, to put yourself off the deep end. And Smith just outright said, took Reagan's side and outright said that Lex basically did the shit, and he condemns Lex. But at the beginning of Smith's video, he basically said, you guys should go form your own opinions, and that he wasn't choosing sides. And he also said in his tweet, I've known Lex's side for years, and I do not ever defend Reagan. I stand by what I said in this video. But he did defend Reagan. The whole fucking video he did. And condemned X. Condemned Lex. These are, by the way, deleted comments. There's more as well. That's not the only one. Right here. Say what you want about my actions. I will accept what you think, but I just want to say one thing. Lex flat out lied about JC and was with him. I was with him the entire Coachella weekend, and Lex only saw 1 to 2 artists with JC. Lex chooses to conveniently believe her here to shift any blame away from him. No, that was not the whole fucking point. The point was that you believed everything that she said, yet you don't believe her when she says that JC cheated on his ex. That was the point of it. To show that you can, I'll believe her right here, but oh no, she's a fucking liar. She's a liar here. Okay? JC and Noah weren't involved in this situation in any way, and to bring their names into this is disgusting. Noah should have been outed way before, and if JC did cheat on his girlfriend with her sister, he needs to be outed too. That's not a fucking terrible thing to say, but again, this is all because none of you guys took Lex's, or not even taking Lex's side, none of you guys even texted Lex. So, if we really want to get into the shits and the shits of it, you guys alienated Lex because you didn't want to lose your sponsors or fans online. That is the whole reason that Lex even did this to begin with, because you're a bunch of fucking snakes. You're hanging around Lex whenever the views are good, but as soon as something comes out against Lex that is possibly false, you guys automatically took the other side, alienated Lex. That's the reason why he went and did this. Now, do I fucking agree with what he did? No. Not necessarily. I don't think that part of the video was really needed. I think that, sure, fuck Noah. Like, really, I mean, obviously his lust has gotten too much for him. But, like, the JC and Pat shit, like, Pat kind of deserves it. He's a fucking snake. And Noah and JC both basically were like, love you, Pat. All that shit, but never texted Lex about anything. I've known Reagan being extremely toxic for years, but I just don't understand this. He didn't need to lie if he is innocent. Reagan is clearly abusive, and I'm glad people are finally seeing that. I just don't understand the lies. So, this isn't 100% what you said in your video. Like, at all. Basically, you just condemned Lex the entire video after saying the relationship was toxic. You never said anything bad about Reagan. Not a single fucking thing in the video. Just want to mention that. But we'll get back to it. We're going to watch his part of his video as well, but I want to get through this first.
Is cheating. Cheating is one of the worst things you can do.
Yeah, it should be punished by the law if you're married.
That isn't just straight out abusing them and hitting them. Abusing
shouldn't be a crime against the state, but should be a crime against the other person. And especially if, let's say, wife cheats on husband divorces, and then wife takes half of his shit. How is that allowed? The wife fucking ruined the entire relationship.
It is bad. And
it's different. Just get a divorce, man.
That's what apparently Reagan did to Lex did to Reagan. It is a lot of he said, she said arguments with proof, because one could be right at one thing and wrong about the other. One could be lying about one thing but completely honest about the other. I
completely agree.
But people believe the other.
I completely agree, and this is part of the reason why I think that Reagan, saying that JC cheated on his girlfriend, and then everybody going, no, that never fucking happened, but she said all this other shit about Lex, and everybody believed every little fucking single detail that was in the Google Docs, really shows the character of Lex's ex-friends, Noah, JC, Pat. It really shows their character, because they automatically sided with Reagan, but when she went up against them, and one of their friends, their close friends, about the Coachella incident, they were like, oh no, that never fucking happened. That never happened. But all this shit in these two fucking Google Docs that were 70 pages, oh, that shit happened. For sure, 100%.
So I'm currently not on anyone's side. I know in the last video I specifically was talking about the Reagan's docs, and I did want to go over those personally, and I did want to talk about it, even if any of that was false. It's the fact that Lex even interacted with this person and was with this person, because when she was a minor, that does hurt. He did like a child, even though it wasn't a big age gap. It was still an illegal age gap as 18 and 16, but they met started talking when he was 17 and she was 15, which makes it an age gap that is bad. And I do think the maturity level is the main focus here with that. I'm trying to not...
Okay, so maturity level between a 15 and 17-year-old, like what really does a 17-year-old have, like, experience-wise in life, making decisions that is so much different than a 15-year-old? First of all, like, that's really, like, 17-year-old can't vote. They can drive. Both of them can hold jobs. Both of them go to high school. If we're talking about a average person, that is I mean, like, what is the fucking difference? They could still be, especially as a man, it is, you could still be, like, on the same sexual experience level as the other person. So I really don't agree with this take because you wouldn't say anything about an 18 to 20-year-old, even though an 18-year-old could be in high school still, and the 20-year-old could be a year into college already. But you won't say anything about that, which I would assume is a more of an experience gap or maturity gap than 17 to 15. You have all of these experiences that you have in college, especially after a year in drinking, fucking parties, sex, all that shit. At 20 years old and an 18-year-old who still could possibly be in high school, I feel like that is way more of a maturity gap than 15 to 17. But you wouldn't talk about that, though. But wait, there's a gap that's even further than that, and that's 4 years from 21 to 17. But we'll see what he says about that.
Repeat what I said in that first video.
I would have never done it as Lex, but at the same time, yes, he was young when they first got together. 17 being not the most mature ever. Like I'm saying, 15 to 17, there is some maturity difference, but it's all about personal experience, and I don't see a problem with 15 to 17. It would be different if he was 21 talking to a 15-year-old, or even 20 talking to a 15-year-old, or 19. Would be a different story in my opinion.
Yeah, but I think it's got to be stated. Pat did need to make a response video, I believe. I think he's in the clear. Maybe he should have answered the DM, but he.
All right, so Pat's in the clear, but in Pat's YouTube video, let's go to this real quick.
I do try to attempt to persuade you. I think you can check out the evidence. A lot of abuse, both emotionally and physically. As well as her previous statement that discusses her abuse while she was a minor. So yeah, I won't go in and explain the entire situation. I think there's been some creators that have done a decent job of discussing it already, and like I said, the information and everything is already up on Twitter, and I can link both Twitter.
All right, holy
if
hell!
You want to get the full picture of it. But I wanted to talk about this situation because Lex is someone that was...
Get fucking to it!
But in giving my perspective of this, Lex lied to me. Lex be extremely upset.
Nobody fucking cares.
Did not... actually went out of his way to lie. In fact, he was getting a hotel with her. 2.5 years.
Okay, here we go.
It's a thing for people, the relationship between Lex and Reagan being 2.5 years. That I think at that age between 18 and 15 is certainly the allegations of pedophilia is a little. I don't think that is what this is.
Okay, so we just heard it there, folks. And you can watch the rest of it, but I just wanted to share that little clip real quick, even though it took me fucking forever for some reason to find where he says it. If he's in the clear, he just said that Lex was not a pedophile, but he's about to say that Lex possibly raped or sexually abused her. But he said that he wasn't a pedophile. So is he still in the clear, Smoking Joe? Is he still in the clear even though he said that he wasn't a pedophile? Even after you said that he was a pedophile?
He didn't make a video yet. He didn't try to disprove anything yet. So understandably, he did not.
Wait, are we talking about Pat still? Because
He should have answered the DM, but he didn't make a video yet.
Okay. So yeah, he made a video, dude. I don't know if you're not aware of this fucking video. Have you never seen it? It's getting ratioed to hell, and people are hating on him all throughout the comments. Crazy Rabbit, somewhere. Crazy Rabbit was on here. I know that. Well, it fucking disappeared. I guess. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. Come on, man. You gotta apologize. Like, he made a video. He made a big fat long 10-minute long video, and then also tweeted and commented multiple times under videos trying to defend himself. Let's see what this says. The person who needs apology the most is okay. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So like he put himself into the situation which he didn't need to do.
Didn't try to disprove anything yet, so understandably he did not respond to him. He didn't want to be part of it.
Yeah, but he is a part of it because literally as soon as the allegations were made, the two Google Docs were dropped by Reagan. He made a fucking 10-minute long video condemning Lex, the entire video. Other than he said Lex is not a pedophile, but he said Lex did just about everything else.
Excuse me.
No, bless you.
So I understand him on that. JC is also apparently a cheater, but that one I would take with a grain of salt because he calls Reagan a cheater or a liar throughout this whole video. But
which he is.
He also says through Reagan's accusations, JC is a cheater. So, granted, if you want to say someone's a liar and then say the proof is from them, that's pretty bad. I don't think that's the right thing to do with that.
But isn't it fucking funny how that everything else she said isn't a lie, but that one thing that she said about JC is a lie? That's how the whole, or those four main people, or three, sorry, Noah, Pat, and JC are all saying, oh, well, she's a fucking liar when it comes to JC, but she's not a liar when it comes to Lex. Isn't that so fucking funny? How, one situation, she's definitely a liar, but the other situation, oh, no, she's definitely not a liar. Not at all, not at all. Lex did that shit to her. Like, are we fucking kidding, guys? You gotta pick one side or the other. Is she a liar, and did she lie about it all, or is she not a liar, and she's being truthful about it all? Are you kidding? Because why the fuck would she even lie about JC like that to begin with?
I think the main takeaway of his video is, yes, he's a shitty person. He doesn't take responsibility for everything, but he does disprove some of the things. But he also does try to shift blame fully on Reagan when both of them are at fault. Both.
I don't agree. I think that he took blame for a few things in it. Actually, quite a few things. He took blame for talking to other girls during a break, and I think during the relationship as well. And also, why would you take responsibility for something that you didn't do and that you're adamantly defending yourself from? Why would you take like, I don't understand. Noah did not take he took responsibility for cheating on his wife, but nothing else. And he said it's because that they were drifting apart in their relationship. Are we fucking kidding? Like, that is the most ratioed video that I've ever seen.
Of them are shitty people at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think they both have some level of abuse, whether it be physically or mentally against each other. I think that Reagan definitely takes the cake for mentally, just looking at the text messages that they would send back and forth. And I think that possibly she physically takes the cake as well. I don't think that Lex would go and tear up an Airbnb that he's paying for, and he ended up having to put like two grand into because of the damages to the property. I don't think that would be a very smart idea. I think Lex is a little smarter than that, and we'll get into it more.
Even if JC cheated on his girlfriend and didn't support Lex, he's trying to get him fired from his job at PlayStation, which going for the man's job is a shitty thing to do. Even if he cheated, and I think that's a scumbag thing to do, you cannot just go for the man's job like that. That is just the shittiest thing you can do. Noah being a DJ and inviting many.
Okay, so either way, I think it's scummy too. But again, this goes back to I think he felt alienated by his friends who all basically adamantly said that they would defend him and were for him. And then once something like this comes out, so that they can protect their own asses, they don't go and support him at all. And they completely alienated him. I think that, like I said, it is a scummy thing to do, but at the same time, whether or not, if he would have said anything about him cheating on his girlfriend, that's bad reputation for JC and could put some sort of pressure on PlayStation to either, defend JC or to boot him out of the job, So I don't think necessarily him pulling up and saying, I don't think that PlayStation would really like somebody who cheats on their girlfriend, is, like I said, I think it's scummy, but I don't think that that's the end of the fucking world. I think that if these allegations do come true about him cheating, that it's a bad reputation for him, and PlayStation would not want to be a part of that. And so, yeah.
Lad, who...
But also, I mean... yeah.
It was another person I also watched before all that shit happened with him. That's a little weird, and that kind of shows he will be a associate of the Diddy disciples.
I hate this fucking Diddy disciple bullshit, man. What the fuck is this? I hate that, like, I don't want to say the word I want to say the word, but I'm not going to say the word, but, like, these, like, bozos online, I guess is the best way I can put it, because Susan wouldn't like the other word that I was going to use. Just, like, they love making up names for, like, this bullshit. Random bullshit. Like, Diddy disciples, why are we joking about something like that on the internet? I mean, I know I said Diddy party or whatever, but, like, shit. The Diddy disciples. Are we fucking kidding? It's fucking terrible.
Pat, I think, is mostly in the clear, just not responding to Lex, which that is his own personal beliefs.
Yeah, but he responded on YouTube, so, like, him being in the clear, and again, heading back to it, him lying at the very beginning of the video saying, I'm not shifting blame to either one of them, and then condemning Lex for everything that he had ever done, allegedly done, and then going and commenting under multiple videos saying that, yeah, no, she's a liar, but in this situation with JC, when she has no reason to lie at all, but she's not a liar during, the allegations against Lex. Pretty crazy to me. But at the same time, I mean, like, he put himself in the situation to begin with by making a 10-minute video 2 days after, or a day after, she dropped the Google Docs, the second one.
Understandable, I believe.
Also, by the way, I think she's going to drop some more evidence to apparently help support her claims.
Personally, I do think Lex needs to still be off the internet. I think a lot of them need to stay off the internet for a while. I think they still need to respond. Noah, JC, Dalek, Codename Pizza, all of them need to respond. They all need to talk about this. They need to say what will happen. We need a full Tag-to-Toten universe reset in the zombie.
I don't agree. I think the people that have responded are the ones who needed to respond. And, I mean, Noah and JC could put their 2 cents in, but I'm pretty sure JC's, like, kind of partly, like, alienated himself almost from the group. And Noah's just, like, he's trying to fucking bucket water out of a sinking ship, He's trying to fix his situation, but doing a terrible job of it. And they're all kind of hoping that this is going to blow over, but it's not going to. At the same time, Codename and Milo had nothing to do with it. They really don't. So there's no reason for them to respond, in my opinion. They can support who they want to support, and you'll see that in the coming fucking days, months, especially with Black Ops 6 coming out. If they decide to make videos with certain people or not, it's going to have some sort of effect on their, it's going to leave some sort of mark on their viewers. Let's just be honest. If Codename goes and makes a video with Lex, then the people who don't like Lex and think that Lex lied about everything are going to stop supporting Codename. And if they go and make a video with Noah or go inside with Rin, then all the people who like Lex are not going to support them anymore. So It's really their own. They could just also not do anything with any of them and just stay out of the situation, which is what I would assume they would do.
These community fellows, we need to break the cycle. We need to break the cycle of just horribleness with the big people in this community,
I swear to God, he was about to say
and
Putin.
we need to start watching the smaller people. I do believe a lot of these smaller creators, like I said in the last video, are going to be the backbone of Black Ops 6 YouTube cycle. I want to be part of that, but even if I'm not, on Stanley 557, all the people I said in the last video, like people like that, Curryism, like all that. I think we just need to watch the smaller people. Stop really watching these big people. The only exception is Milo. He's doing his own little thing. He's mentioned once, but that one, I mean, it's not really even said by Lex. It's like mentioned in a side thing where it's not even like highlighted, so it's not important. But I believe
Okay, so like Milo, Codename, Tim Hansen, Crazy Rabbit, they're all, in my opinion, they're all fine. Tim made his video when he's siding with Lex and basically saying that if anything comes out that's against him, he condemns it. But well, not against him, but if anything comes out proving that Lex did some of the things in that video, he condemns them. But he's siding with Lex as of right now, and all of what we do have evidence wise. Crazy Rabbit obviously is siding with Lex. They're both more edgy YouTubers that aren't as loved by Susan and whatnot, but they are both good, genuine people, I believe. And then Codename and Milo literally have zero, and Dalek have zero to do with this. I think that it would be good for more people to support YouTube, like smaller YouTubers, but also we're in such a bad time with zombies where it's so hard to even for these big YouTubers to get views on their zombies videos because zombies is just dying out. And if Black Ops 6 does not hit, zombies might die out. We might not see a fucking another zombies mode. So, or another zombies game, I should say. So, we're all just kind of sitting here waiting for the release and also for more evidence to come out about this situation. But I'm not saying just go watch Small Guys. I'm not saying that. It is nice, to go support smaller creators, but at the same time, I mean, there's plenty of big creators out there that don't have this stain on them.
Milo's in the clear, Pat's in the clear, Peach in the clear, but I believe they should still all make a response video.
Pat doesn't think that Lex is a pedophile, though.
Throughout this whole thing, but a response video is needed. It's just a horrible situation all around. Lex is a bad person. Ren, Softy, whatever she calls herself, I don't even know at this point because I heard 4 different names. She's a horrible person. She needs to get off the internet. Lex is a horrible person. Needs to get off the internet. Pat, understandably, didn't respond because everything, and he had 0 things from her. Ren meeting with a 17-year-old is bad in its own right if it's true, but even then it's still more legal than what Lex did, and Lex is the bigger shit with that. But with the abusing and all that, I think they both abused each other. I don't think it's one way. The extortion was definitely Ren. That's just horrible. I do think she's shitty for that. Making jokes about trauma.
Okay, we'll wait for that point. But so you think it's okay for a 21-year-old to fuck a 17-year-old, who, by the way, not an adult, and if they're in California, not at the age of consent yet. But Lord bless if a 15 and 17-year-old have sex. That 2-year age gap. That's too fucking much. But a 4-year age gap, nah. We're fine. We're fine. No. And there's undeniable proof. I don't know if you, might have looked at... I don't know if you've looked at... What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is there so many, like, what the fuck? Susan, I'm sorry. Let me see if it's in here real quick. But there is undeniable proof that she did meet up and have sex with the 17-year-old. There's pictures. There's the journal entry. There's texts about it. I can't fucking find it. What's the fucking name of Reagan? No. McNulty. Kissing 17. A bunch of people to her house, to Lex's house, and had sex with them at Lex's house, and they were minors. I'm trying to find there's a video or a picture of her kissing him. And by the way, here we go. Look, 2021, Lawrence, the 17-year-old. I'm trying to fucking find. There's a picture of her kissing him. Not that it really matters, but there is a video of her kissing him, or a picture. Can't find it though, and I'm not really trying to look for it. Anyway, let's keep going.
What was talked about in that?
So it's 100% proven that she did that. I don't understand how you think it's okay for her to do it, and this might be because of society pushing you to be okay with women doing this, but there's a huge epidemic of teachers having sex with their underage students in school, and especially female teachers, and like you're kind of taking away from those young boys who are being fucking groomed and sexually assaulted in school by saying, oh, it's okay for a 21-year-old to fuck a 17-year-old. That's fine. But, I mean, when it's 17 and 15, just because it's a guy that's older, nah, it's not okay at all. Don't understand that. I would really like you to... You want to talk about maturity difference. 17 to 21 is a bigger maturity difference than fucking 15 to 17. I'd really like to hear why you believe that.
Video, and that is a way people cope. That's how I cope with, like, lost my grandmother recently. That's how I cope with depression in high school when I was in it. That's how I dealt with it. That's how I deal with it when I'm just sad. I make stupid jokes. That's how a lot of people cope, with stupid jokes based on their trauma. Like, my grandmother dies, I'll make a joke about it. It's a coping mechanism. So it's
I think a lot of people do that, but at the same time, do you go on live stream and then do it for monetary gain? Joke about, oh, I was like groomed and assaulted for monetary gain. Is that what you do? Because I personally don't. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I might go and chop shit up with my friends and whatnot and like joke about it, but I'm not going on a live stream and saying, oh yeah, my grandma fucking died. Grandpa, where's my fucking money, huh? Where's my fucking money, huh? Grandpa, send me $100, Grandpa. What are you doing, Grandpa? Hey, Grandpa, send me fucking money. I know that you killed her. Send me your money. You don't do that. Okay, this is how she's reacting right here. Send me money. I want your fucking money. Send me your money, extorting him after apparently he groomed her. With no evidence backing that he actually did that. Other than she was 15 and he was 17. I will let you not fuck another girl. This was after she was caught cheating. Look at this shit. But yeah, send me fucking money, guys. Hey guys, you know what fucking? You know what? Grandpa, I know you killed Grandma. Send me money or else I'm gonna go and I'm gonna tell the world. Like, you understand how bad that fucking sounds? You know what? I'm hopping on a stream. Hey guys, my grandpa killed my grandma. Send me money! I want money! Thanks for subbing. Hey, thanks for the $5 donation. Yeah, Lex is such a dickhead. Yeah, I know what he did to me. And, like, just go and spread false rumors so you can make money right after you start your OnlyFans. Hey. You fat fuck. Anyway. we'll just continue on. But like, she was extorting him before she even released this shit out of money. Then she released it. Then she released it. Then she was like, oh my god, yeah, she sucks dick. She sucks dick. I suck dick. Everybody sucks dick. On stream, talking about the fucking problems and making money off of it. You don't see a problem with that? Like, I could understand completely, oh, yeah, my grandma died, like, oh, yeah, that old fucking hag, you know, whatever. I don't understand you going to the person who apparently did it and extorting him for monetary gain instead of going to the police. Does that not just, like, ring the red fucking flag, you know? Wave a red flag, ring some bells in your head?
By Lex.
No, it's not a horrible point. Because she's doing it for monetary gain. It would be different if she was going on live stream, or made a video about it, and maybe cracked a few jokes in the video or whatever, didn't have ads on the video. Which, by the way, TheSmithPlays, I'm waiting on you to prove that you have donated that money to charity, instead of just sitting there and not donating it. This was dropped July 30th. It's, what day is it today? It's August 11th. So, I'm waiting for you to, like, tweet out that you donated all of the money you made off of this, video where you got 400,000 views.
I do believe how he threw everyone under the bus, even if they are shitty people, and they should be known
Yeah, they kind of all
to be
deserve
shitty
it.
people. This wasn't the way to do it. This wasn't...
No, I mean, like, if you're cheating on your significant other, then yeah, you're kind of a piece of shit and you deserve to be slandered. Like, drugged through the fucking dirt.
About them. This was about him. And the way he just instantly tries to shift blame on...
I want money!
JC, Noah...
Hey, if you're watching this video, send me money! I know what you did! Send me money! Fuck, I accidentally clicked out of it. Don't worry, guys. I know exactly where we're at.
Lex is the bigger shit with that. My grandmother dies, and...
Sorry to hear about your grandmother, by the
man's
way.
job at PlayStation. Original idea. It's not, really. But my channel for a minute. Called... Alright, this is the... But that is about it for this one.
Okay, so that was about it. Smoking, you have 62 comments. After even Noah video, my opinion on all of this is both are manipulative and liars and will say anything about the other person and bring up others and throw others under the bus. Lex shouldn't have answered sexual messages from fans or bring up Noah or JC or Pat. And Rin should not have ever abused X and extorted him for money. They both stink and need professional help and stay off the internet for a long while. So before you comment something stupid like L take, like a child, think about how you would feel if this happened to people you actually know and not only see online. Yeah, I am understanding that, but the worst thing that you have said about Lex is that he talked to a fan and answered sexually charged comments to a fan. That wasn't what initially happened. Apparently, the story goes that she needed help on, I forgot what map it was. It was some map on BO3. She fucking was, like, struggling with it, and she was asking Lex for help. Not only did bro put out false allegations, but he forgot to crouch for the quick revive points disliked. Age difference was 2 years. Are you slow? How's that pedophilia? So 16 to 18 is a no-no, but 18 to 60 is okay. It was closer to 3 years, man, and when he was 18 and she was 15, and in the eyes of the law in California, the age you consider is 17, or 18, sorry. Reagan is 0 and Lex is 98. So, look, okay, so I'm looking at your comment here. So that makes both of them a pedophile, and really Reagan's is worse. If that makes... But you said that Reagan's isn't as bad. You made sure to make that a point in your video. Reagan's isn't as bad as Lex, even though it was a further age gap, and so you would have more of a maturity gap, and the guy was 17. No, in reality, the way that you think is that one of them is a girl and a younger guy, and one of them is a guy and a younger girl. So no. It was not close. It was like 2.5 years, which I guess is kind of closer, but at the same time, still not that bad. 6 months is not making a difference, or 3 months in my mind. And think differently than what you do at 16. Just Yeah, that is okay. When you're 18, you think way differently than what you do at 16. Just like this thought, your outlook on the world is very different at those two ages. As a guy being 17, interacting with a 21-year-old girl felt cool. I felt like the man. But when I got older and realized I got used and manipulated for what I have, she didn't want me. She wanted someone she had power dynamic over. Yep. It won't make sense to you now, but it will when you get older. Yeah, no shit, Smoking Joe, but also, like, bro, you gotta understand that at 17, you're not making the most fucking smart decisions in your life. Uh, but I just don't, I really don't agree with this. Like this whole, I don't think he's a pedophile for dating someone who's 2.5 years younger. If it was 2 years, would it be different? Like 6 months does not make that much of a difference to me. It would be different if it was 4 years. Hint, hint. Reagan and the 17-year-old boy that she was taking advantage of. I think Lex is not a pedo. Thing I agree with you is that Lex should never have started messaging a fan. I completely agree with that. But at the same time, at 17 years old, were you guys making the smartest decisions? Because I wasn't. But just put yourself into his shoes. You have never really got any attention. What the fuck? Why is this guy spelling any like that? Any attention from girls and your famous zombie YouTuber and start getting attention. Oh my gosh, dude, how old is this guy? And one girl is saying all kind of greasy shit about being obsessed with you and touching herself when watching your streams. Like, whoa. But yeah, I'm sorry about calling you slow. I understand. But he has the responsibility of being one of the top dogs and not having a weird power dynamic with fan. Yeah, but he wasn't an adult in the situation either. So he according to you, did not have the maturity growth yet. Yeah, you didn't say that 100%, but you also said that 15 to 17 was a huge maturity gap, but then 17 to 21 wasn't. So, I don't agree with this at all, and I think it is a video with hot takes to get more views and to make people it's more shock factor video. I don't know if this guy actually believes what he's saying, but like, give me fucking money though. Hey guys, if you want to subscribe and send me money, please do. I'll leave my Cash App in the description. Send me money.
I want to let you guys know that I'm going to be reading off a script for this video, which I know feels less genuine to like the millionth degree. But
why make drama video? Because it's like something I grew up on. I grew up on a lot of these YouTubers, and I wanted to get it off my chest. I understand drama is garbage YouTube slop content. It's not hard to make, but